Welcome, my name is Melissa, but you can call me Mel. Today is an exciting video. Of course, it is the Sephora Spring Savings Event 2024, and this video is going to be done a little bit differently. It's not going to be your standard what my recommendations are and what's on my wish list. I actually need quite a few recommendations from you guys, so I'm hoping I can get this up in enough time that enough of you will see this and leave your recommendations down below. Also, don't forget to subscribe so that way you can see what I did pick up, and if you enjoy this video, be sure to like, and again, make sure to comment because I need your help. Below I will have everything listed. I will have the details of the sale. We'll go through that as well, but I will also have timestamps so you can jump around as much as you like. I have all the notes here. Okay, so first, the sale starts on February 5th for Rouge, and then of course the entire Sephora collection, and then on April 9th it starts for VIB and BI. Now, oh, and also you use the code YAYSAVE, okay? This isn't gonna win me any points with Sephora, but I'd rather tell you my true feelings. I would honestly say that if I had to guess, 90% of the brands in Sephora offer minimum 20% off. Outside of luxury, of course. You can get NARS with NARS directly at 20% off. Makeup Forever sometimes offers 30-40% off. Fenty offers 20 to 25% off if you're not part of her mailing list, but if you are, you get like special access or like first access to 30% off. Other than luxury brands like your Tom Fords, your Gucci, your Dior, of course fragrance, also that gets a little tricky. Sometimes Macy's, Bloomies, they'll have sales, but other than your luxury brands, even Laura Mercier offers 20% off multiple times throughout the year. Pat McGrath, don't even bother getting Pat McGrath anywhere except from her website. She has like 30-40% off all the time. 20% off is not a lot, and the reason why even folks like myself, I succumb to it, so there's no judgment here. I know I'm gonna walk in there and I'm gonna buy things that are not on my wish list, that I said I wasn't gonna buy, that I was gonna buy directly from the brand, because we're all human. But the fact of the matter is if you are shopping a sale, you should be shopping it wisely. So what do I recommend? I recommend that you are Rouge, so you're getting minimum 20% off. I recommend that you shop Sephora collection. You'll get 30% off regardless of tier. And you should be shopping either luxury or brands that only offer at most 20% off. Another good thing to pick up during the sale is also fragrance, some skincare, luxury skincare, I suppose, because even brands like Fresh sometimes does 50% off their staples, but they always do 25% off. Ole Hendrickson, they do 20% off. They just had 30% off not too long ago. So even skincare gets a little tricky. Depends on the brand. And what else? Again, like those luxury brands, you know. I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself, but oh, gift sets. There aren't that many in the spring. There's definitely way more in the winter because of course like the holiday sets, but if there are some unique sets that you can find right now, I recommend those. So that is that. We went through everything. So like I said, this video is going to be a little different from your traditional recommendations / wish list video. I'm basically going to let you know what I'm not getting, what I do want, and along the way I am going to ask for recommendations from you, and I will also throw in some recommendations that I have as well. Everything will be down below, timestamps below, etc, etc, etc. So what am I not getting? I am not getting eyeshadow palettes. I bought so many during the last Sephora sale in fall 2023. But if you are in the market for a new eyeshadow palette, I definitely recommend the Makeup by Mario palettes. I have the Master Matte, the original, that I love oh so much. I do love it, but I'm not the biggest fan of red tone browns, but that did not stop me from wearing that palette out. But now they have the cool tone neutrals palette, so to speak. I actually have it on my eyes today, and I used number 6, number 8 in my crease. I used number 4 in my brow bone, and I also used number 7 on my lid. And then also, if you are in the market for some color, I am not the biggest color person ever, but I do like the metallics palette. So there's that. I do want the Tom Ford Smoky Quartz palette. Is that what it's called? I do want that one, but it's about to be spring, summer, so I'm gonna pass on that. And I am interested in the ABH Rose Metals palette, but I know I can get it at a bigger discount, and I don't need it, so I won't be getting that. So that is done. Also, in the same vein as like eye makeup and what have you, I would recommend, and I am going to pick up another YSL mascara. I have very short, straight lashes, and this right here does it for me every time. I'm actually going to pick up the waterproof version. Whoop, I'm hitting my wall. I'm going to pick up the waterproof version this time around. Another thing that I am not picking up is powders. I don't need another setting powder, loose powder, face powder, powder foundation. I cannot. I kind of have my eye on the Hourglass loose powder, but I'm not getting it. I have enough. But if you are in the market for powders, I have been loving for over a year now the Givenchy Prisme Libre powder. I have number 5. Beautiful powder. And I just picked up the Huda Peach Pie powder. I love this powder. You'll actually, I'll link it above. I just used this in a recent video, but both of them I absolutely love. Out of all my pressed powders, I keep going back to these two. More powders that I love. When it comes to a finishing powder, Hourglass, absolutely love this powder. It really got me through the winter. I use Eternal Light, so if you're around my skin tone, definitely check out Eternal Light, or if you're slightly darker, Transcendent Light is another one. And if you really want to get more bang for your buck, I do recommend the Hourglass Trio. For me, because of the shades with the number 3 palette, I do get my finishing powder, I get my bronzer, and I get my highlighter. I'm not the biggest fan of like straight up gold highlighter, but I use it anyway. This is great for travel, but be careful. These are very, very temperamental powders, so you want to be careful and pack them like in your clothes or something like that, because they will shatter. Like, not even just break a little bit, they will shatter if they hit the floor. Speaking of Hourglass, this receives like an honorable mention. I just got the Hourglass concealer in the shade Teak 9.5. I've maybe used this like 5 times now, and it impresses me every single time how much it covers, because I do have dark circles, and how full coverage it is without being super cakey or dry. This Hourglass concealer, I recommend it. What else am I not getting? I am not getting bronzers. I am not getting another bronzer, although I feel like I don't have like a bronzer that I like really, really, really love, like holy grail bronzer. I do love that Hourglass bronzer in Transcendent Light, but if you are in the market for a bronzer, this is in Intensity 2 Tom Ford. I mean, seriously. I don't like a super heavy bronzer, and it also comes with a really pretty peach highlight. And I don't know if you can see how like ugly this is looking right now. Like this is definitely, I'll hit pan this year for sure. I just got this not too long ago, maybe like summer of last year, and working through all my other bronzers, this one right here I come back to every single time. And then a pressed powder from Sephora that I do think is worth it, at least worth checking out and swatching while you're there, is the Dior bronzer. I'll just swatch that for you really quickly. It's a little redder than I would like, but I definitely don't hate it. And this is in the shade number 8, deep bronze. But like I said, a little red, but nothing horrible, because I do not like a red bronzer at all. I'm telling you what I'm not getting so that I hold myself accountable, so that when you subscribe and you see my haul, you're gonna be like, ma'am, I thought you weren't getting this and that. Okay. Anyway, I'm not getting another foundation. I picked up 4 foundations within the last like 2-3 months. So, and I also decluttered a ton that were old and crusty, not getting a foundation. But if you are in the market for a foundation, I am wearing it today. I really love the new Laura Mercier. It's not new, I guess like a year old, but the Laura Mercier Real Flawless foundation. I have 5 and 2. Yep, cardamom. And this is such a good foundation. It almost feels like I'm putting a serum on my face. It's a perfect match for me. I really love it. I don't know what I'm gonna do in the summer when I start to tan, but this right here is magic in a bottle. I am also not buying any concealers. I have enough. I have a billion, but 2 more concealers outside of the Hourglass concealer that I would recommend is the Givenchy Prism concealer. I have the shade N390. Really great, much lighter and creamier than the Hourglass concealer. So if that's more your jam, I would recommend the Givenchy concealer. And then also, of course, the NARS Soft Matte. Great, but this is great for spot concealing under your brows. Sometimes I get a little, like, regardless of color correcting and the shade and of my foundation, etc., I'll put a little bit around my mouth depending, but so good. Also, in the same vein as concealers, my Huda concealer. I have Papaya. I'll put footage here of me trying out Papaya next to Lychee, which is a more pink toned corrector. Admittedly, it is on the lighter side, but it does well on more sheer, under more sheer light foundation slash tinted moisturizers. I might try, or at least swatch Mango, because Mango seems to be a bit of a go-between Papaya and Lychee. We'll see. As far as face is concerned, blush, NARS blushes. I will put every single NARS blush that I have here for you. I just saw that they reformulated. I don't know if I'm going to replace all those blushes with a new formulation. Some of them are super old, so I might, but I would say half my collection is new, and I don't need to do that. We'll see. Maybe I'll pick up one just to compare, but I did just get the Afterglow liquid blush. This is in Dolce Vita, and this is a very pretty liquid blush. Oh, again, NARS has 20% off all the time, so don't feel rushed to get this during the sale, but something to keep in mind. That's Dolce Vita. Very pretty, pigmented without, they're not as intense as Rare Beauty, but that doesn't mean that they're sheer either. So this is a good middle ground, especially for someone who's just getting into liquid cream products. So oh, the love of my life, the Dior quads. They're highlighters. This is in Universal 1. You wouldn't think that I use this, but I do. And I really love it. Works well on my skin tone. I don't really use the white one. Sometimes I use that on the inner corner, but I definitely use the other 3. I will mention this every time it's discontinued, but I'm hoping that if I put it out into the universe, they will bring it back. But this is copper gold. Like, take a screenshot of this, send it to the powers that be, and let them know they need to come out with this again. So that's that. I don't have a lot of lip gloss favorites. I love the Fenty, but I feel like everyone loves the Fenty. That's not anything new. But this YSL Candy Glaze, and I have the shade 14. I think this is Scenic Brown. Do you see that? That's what I have on my lips right now. And this is like my perfect, I don't have to look in the mirror. I put it on. I don't have a liner on with this. It is $40, $42, $45. This is what you get at 20% off. Things like this that never go on sale. Although YSL does have some pretty good sales here and there. Summer Fridays. I love their products. It's hard to get a good sunscreen that doesn't leave a white cast. Their mineral milk sunscreen, I would recommend. I am, yeah, basically done with the sheer skin tint in number 7. And then of course their lip balm, butter balm. And this is in the shade Vanilla Beige. I have Vanilla Beige, I have Vanilla, I believe it's called, and I also have the darkest shade. I'll put it here somewhere. I forget what it's called. I have a ton of them. I might get 1 or 2 during the sale. We'll see, because my cart is ridiculous. And then to set everything, Charlotte Tilbury. I just started using the one size. I haven't used it enough and for enough hours to really recommend it, but tried and true. Charlotte Tilbury, everybody recommends it for a reason. Body care, I mean, there's a reason why everyone always recommends the Sol de Janeiro as well. Tried and true. I like the 68/Beige Fleur scent. You'll see in my cart, I'm getting the big daddy of this. It's like $85. I kind of wish I had the normal size tub, not this mini, but the normal size tub, so I can like take it out and so that big thing won't be on my dresser, but whatever. And I might get another one of these, we'll see. But either way, I love this scent. It is my absolute favorite from their line. And then I also would recommend, if you want a nice summertime fragrance, the Jo Malone Mimosa and Cardamom. This was my wedding / honeymoon fragrance. I will leave all the notes below, not below, on the screen. It's just amazing. Oh, I also forgot, sorry. Like I said, my eyelashes are straight and short. And the Shiseido eyelash curler really helps me out quite a bit. So on to what I need help with from you guys. I will be transparent, my budget is $500. I'm not spending over $5, which means that my cart some way somehow has to be no more than $6. So that way with the 20% off, I hit $480, and then after tax we're like at $505, $510, something like that. So again, I'm telling you so that I'm holding myself accountable. $500 max, that is it. I need a new cleanser, so let me know what cleanser you like. I have in the summer more oily combination skin, but I want a cleanser that is also part exfoliant. Maybe that's not the case. I am taking a look at the Tatcha exfoliant cleanser. We'll see. I don't know if that's the one I want, but again, let me know what you guys like. Yeah, the deep cleanse exfoliating cleanser. So I also Do you guys remember when there was the Clarisonic? I still have my Clarisonic. I don't even know if it would work, but I want a facial device similar to the Clarisonic, but I don't think Sephora offers that right now. They have the Foreo, but I don't know. I don't think that's quite the, I don't know. I don't think that's going to be what I'm looking for. I'm looking for something a little bit tougher, like the Clarisonic. We'll see, but I don't have to get one. What else do I need? I need a toner. Why do I need a toner? Because I really loved the Laneige vitamin C toner and they no longer carry it. And the Caudalie toner that I use is a little too gentle for what I'm looking for. Like my skin, because it's been dry, I really need to exfoliate. I'm gonna get a facial in a week or two. We'll see, but I need some of this like stripped away. That's my issue. So I also would like a new mist. I've been using the La Roche-Posay facial mist, but I want something a bit more spa, luxuriating vibes. I was looking at the Glow recipe, but you know, the price per ounce is actually really expensive. You wouldn't think so. I think it's like $30 or $25. So in theory, it's not the most expensive thing, but you know, per ounce it is. So if there's another spray that you like, let me know. I am also looking into primers. I have one primer that I've been using, the MAC Matte Shine Primer. I do love it. Do I need 50 million primers? No, but I'm also almost halfway through. I was thinking of getting the One Size matte primer, especially because it is going to be summer soon and my oily skin is going to be oily. So that might help a little bit. What else? I need you guys to recommend a tinted moisturizer for me. Like, I do like the Summer Fridays, but number 7 is really red on me and I just kind of made it work. There were days I would go outside and I'm like, I look a little crazy. It looks like I have a mask on. I'm thinking of the Supergoop tinted moisturizer. That way I can do a tinted moisturizer with sunscreen. It's 2-in-1, but then I do need a new sunscreen because this one's almost done too. I might not always want to wear a tinted moisturizer. I don't know. Was thinking of going back to the Dior Face and Body. I've used that one. I love it. And then I did see that Ami Cole has a tinted moisturizer. So again, if you tried any of those, let me know what you think. I am also on the hunt for a new spring summer fragrance. I have been looking at, let me look at my cart. I've been looking at Kayali's Eden Sparkling Lychee. Forever Mood just came out with their perfumes. What else do I have on my list? The Patrick Ta blushes. If you are around my skin tone, I'll leave my foundation shades below. Please recommend a shade that you love, except She's Baked. She's Baked is exclusive to Patrick Ta's website. Everyone keeps recommending that to me, and I guess I'll just have to sign up for the website and get like 15 or 20% off. But it's like, it's terracotta, which is totally up my alley, but it's not on Sephora. So if there are shades in the duo Patrick Ta blush that you love, that you think will be fitting for my skin tone, let me know. 1000% getting the Dior Forever Glow Maximizer liquid highlighter. I don't know if I want peachy or bronze. And there go my dogs. They did good for the last like hour and a half. Whatever. So I don't know if I want peachy or bronze. I just feel like bronze might be a little too dark for all year round. So I have it there as a sort of placeholder because I'm going to pick that up in store. Speaking of Dior, I do want the complexion enhancing booster. I'm going to get 5N since that's my shade. And yeah, I do feel like this particular haul is going to be very Dior heavy. And the Dior Maximizer Lash Primer. I have wanted that for so long, and it is sold out from the other store, so I think I might pick it up this Friday. I saw the Givenchy Lengthening Mascara. It has 5 stars. 225 people reviewed it, and I am very intrigued, so I might pick that up. The Elemis Cleansing Balm. Actually, I bought like the little travel size and blew me away. I don't know why I waited. I think I bought that over the summer and I just used it not too long ago. It's what everyone says it is. It is absolutely amazing. But they're Sephora's the only one that sells this particular size. Like, there's a jumbo size from the other orange store, but I don't want something that huge. So I am going to pick up this cleansing balm. Cinema Secrets, the lemon scented brush cleaner. I still have, let's see, I probably have a third of my brush cleaner left. I really need to start cleaning my brushes more, and if I were to clean all my brushes, because like 75% of them are dirty, I'm gonna be low, so I'm gonna pick up another brush cleaner. 1000% getting the Givenchy Loose Powder Blush in number 5. I tried that in store a couple weeks ago, swatched it. It is beautiful. It's very pigmented, so I'm excited to get that. I have heard so many good things about the 59 perfume spray by Sol de Janeiro. I have the cream. It's okay. It's very chunky. It's very moisturizing. It does what it's supposed to, but from what I hear from other people on here, the spray actually smells better than the cream. So I'm gonna test it out in store. Although I feel like I'm always like accosted by different scents in there, I may just get it, but we'll see. I am on the fence about the Kosas eyebrow pencil. I don't need another eyebrow pencil, like need. And it's $22. Like, if I really want it, I could just get it any time of the year. Actually, I'm gonna take it off. I really don't need it. I don't need it. And you see, my total is $825. I gotta somehow get this down to $600. Definitely getting the Huda Beauty lip gloss, and she just came out with today the Huda Beauty like fragrance that was in the powder. I want that too, but it doesn't look like, that's probably going to be exclusive to her site. But anyway, I did tell you guys that I wanted a toner. Out of all the toners that I looked at, the I don't know how to pronounce their name, EDM gentle exfoliating toner seems to be up my alley. So again, that's there as a placeholder if you guys don't recommend anything for me. Then there's the Vegamore hair serum. My sister, I just saw her 2 days ago, and she mentioned it, and she's had hair thinning, and I have it too. I still have like some postpartum situations, and then of course getting my hair processed has thinned out my hair, and of course prior to getting it processed, constantly putting it in a bun, you know, detangling my super thick hair. You know, I ripped out my hair, but she said she noticed a very visible difference, so I'm gonna pick that up. And I think that is everything. And I'll put the categories down below in the description box, like what I need help with, what I do plan on getting, you know, all of that. So I apologize if this video is like super long. Wanted it to be like 20 minutes, and that's clearly not going to happen. But anyway, I hope that you are having a wonderful, fabulous day, night, whatever time it is that you're watching this video. I hope you are taking care of yourself. Please do not fall into FOMO. Do not overspend. Do not put yourself in debt for this sale. And I will make sure to not do the same. And please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you after I go shopping, because the next one will be a haul video. But at any rate, I appreciate you so much, and I will see you soon. Bye.